this one's done. Look at the polish job on this. Absolutely perfect. 126713 GRNR. Alright guys, so for a new segment of this episode, we're going to talk about what it takes on a weekly basis to detail watches and get them retail ready for sale. We expect about $1,000 in fees, if not more, for these 7 watches total in detailing and polishing. As long as you have a detailer that polishes the watch and keeps the edges of the watch, doesn't sacrifice the integrity of the watch at all, you will not harm its value. Some people would just prefer to have the watch polished so that it's retail ready, so that it looks new to them when they purchase a pre-owned watch. Now let's get into each one. So first, we have the Rolex GMT new release 126713 GRNR. But on the back, he gashed it up pretty hard. Next, you have a Rolex Datejust 126234 36mm in the very popular blue dial fluted bezel Jubilee. This one again would be considered a touch-up. It's just the buckle again here. Then we have a beautiful 18038. This one's watch only, no papers. This one needs a full polish. But the case sides on this are very beat up, so this watch does need a full polish. Next, we have a Rolex Mariner 16610. This watch again does need a full polish. Then we have a 34mm Rolex Oyster Perpetual 114060. This one needs more of a touch-up, just on the back buckle I see. Then we have 2 Cartiers. The first is a Cartier Santos large. Just on here you're going to need to polish the bezel. It's okay to polish the bezel on these. Next, we have a Cartier Tink Solo large. Very nice watch. This one needs a full polish. So that's what it takes, guys. About $1,000 we expect in fees to polish these 7 watches, and it takes, like I said, about 2 weeks to get them back, just because of the workload that our polishers currently have. Alright. Good news, guys. Watches are back from the polisher. It's been 10 days now. We have all the same watches, all just came back. Just walked in the door. So first, this one was nicknamed the Zombie. At least that's what I've heard on the street, but this one's done. Look at the polish job on this. Absolutely perfect. 126713 GRNR. Next we have the 36mm blue dial fluted bezel Jubilee bracelet. Perfect condition on this one as well. These watches are now in super mint condition. So see the close-ups on these. Next, the 18038 Rolex President. This watch is also perfect. Perfect condition. Bracelet condition is very tight on this as well. It helps sell the watch. Next, classic Rolex Mariner 16610. This thing was beat up before, needed a full polish. Bracelet's perfect, case is perfect. Looks really, really good for an early 90s watch. Next we have the 34mm Rolex Date stainless steel. This one had some, you remember, gashes on the back. Everything was taken care of. It's in perfect condition. And our watchmakers actually leave a little red sticker on the back. You'll see that on our watches after they've been through polishing or servicing. We keep that on there just so that we know. Next we have the Cartier Santos large. This one has the rubber bracelet. So the rubber bracelet was cleaned. The metal was polished. High polished here. Case is perfect. And last but not least, the Cartier Tink large on the stainless bracelet. High polish finish on the sides, brush finish on the center. So something else you should notice when a watch is polished is you should pay close attention to how it was polished. Take a look at this watch. The center links here, the gold links, are high polished, while the outer links are brush finished. The lugs have a brush, while the case sides are high polish finished. Bezel, of course, is not touched. Then the back here is high polished, on the sides is brush finished. You have to make sure the brush goes this way. It can't go sideways because Rolex would never do that. 610 is just a brush. On this one it's just a brush. This one you have a mixture, brush, high polish. We went over that. This one you have a mixture again, high polish brush, high polish on the outside, brush in the center. Cartier looks like they do it a little bit different than Rolex does. Opposite of how Rolex did it on these 2 watches. But that's it. Have to pay attention to how it's polished too. So this is an expert job. 10 days to do this. Little over $1,000 for these 7 watches. But that's part of it. What we expect. Now these watches are ready to sell. We'll get them uploaded on our site. These watches are ready to go. Off to you guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.